Hey creepy crafters, and welcome back to Creepy Crafty Days, where I'm sharing 31 days of videos all month long. In today's video I'm sharing a Galloween card that I think is super cute, turns out really fun. I think you guys will enjoy it too. Anyway, I'm creating my own card base out of some plain black cardstock, but my final card base size will be 3.5 inches wide by 6 inches tall. And here's a look at some of the stamp sets that I will be using today. I will also be using some Bristol paper from Canson and some of this ink from Memento, I guess. And I just went ahead and took off a bunch of the stamps from these stamp sets and I put them on my mini travel size Tim Holtz stamper whatever-y tool thingy jiggy. So I love this thing, whatever it's called. I freaking love it because I'm a terrible stamper and I can never get like a proper good stamp the first time. So this tool helps me immensely. I love it so much. I am going to go ahead and heat set the ink just a little bit, and here is the array of marker colors I will be using. So I'm going to be using the new Tombow ABT Pro markers, and these are alcohol based markers, so I thought I would give you guys a little peek at them and teach you guys how to color a pumpkin. So you will need 4 colors ranging from a dark orange down to a yellow. Go ahead with your darkest orange and make little flicky marks wherever you want the darkest part of your pumpkin to be. As you can see, I did the top and the bottom. Then go in with your second darkest shade and go over those same exact marks, but extend your flicks just a little bit beyond those original darker marks. Now go in with your third darkest shade. This one is the lightest orange I'm showing. And again, just repeat that whole flicking motion, but cover the entire pumpkin. And then with the yellow, just kind of do a soft blend. I like to go back in with my darkest shade one more time just to kind of redefine and add some more dimension. As you can see me doing here with the darkest orange, I'm just going around the edges, going around where like the little indentations of the pumpkin are. And then one more time with the yellow, I'm just going to soften that a little bit. And the orange part of your pumpkin is done. So with the brown for the stem, it's just 2 browns. Again, just flicking with a darker color and then the lighter color on top. And again, done. So simple, right? This is my favorite way to color and create blends. It's so easy. And I hope you guys will give it a try with whatever alcohol markers you have on hand. Now here is my pro tip. Pro tip, if you go outside the lines, don't worry. Just get a white paint pen and go around it. It's not a big deal. I do like to heat set mine just to make sure it's completely dry before I run these through my little die cutting machine. You could also use a white gel pen. I just prefer the opaqueness and the matte finish of the paint pen that I use by Posca. Now to color a ghost, this is super simple. Just get a light gray and then add a fine stroke of that gray wherever you think the shadows on your ghost might be. So at the bottom of the ghost, under his arms, under his eyes. And you could totally leave it like this and that would be totally fine, but I'm going to show a little hack for you guys. So if you have a colorless blender pen that's meant for alcohol markers and you have like a darker pink pen but you want like a nice soft blush, you can actually remove some of the ink from the colored pen. It will transfer to your colorless blender and then it just gives a really soft, really cute little rosy blush look. So give that a try too. Here you can see all my little colored doodads. Sorry, Scully friend, I don't know why I left you behind. And here I'm going to start kind of assembling my cards. So I have some glitter cardstock here, cut it down to the same size as my base, so 3.5 inches wide by 6 inches tall. And then I'm just using a circle punch from Recollections and just randomly punching out some circles. And I cut down my background piece as well, so again, it was the same size. Now, I don't know about y'all, but like I have a hard freaking time using up these little 6x6 cut apart sheets. Like if you were to actually cut them apart, the little pieces would be really small, right? And that's fine, but like how do you use a ton of tiny pieces? I don't know. I struggle with that. So I was like, you know what? Let me use it as a fun kind of patterned background. Let me look at it more as like a full-on pattern instead of a cut apart. And I think it's so much fun. I love how you get little peeks of the different little images and things on there. And I love how the cat was like perfectly framed. Like I did not plan that and it worked out so well. So just have fun, you guys. Don't forget, crafting is fun, right? So just play and just enjoy. Here I'm using some Tombow Mono Multi to glue down some little images onto that black cardstock. For whatever reason, it did not, like this cardstock, this glitter did not want to like have anything glued to it. It was really frustrating. I tried a bunch of different adhesives and the Mono Multi was the one that seemed to work the best. And then for the rest of the little bits, I'm using the Tombow little adhesive dots. Now, I struggle to use these, but they are perfect, you guys, for adding just a tiny little bit of dimension, and you can cut them, which is perfect. So just make sure you have some non-stick scissors and you'll be good to go. You'll see throughout this video, like especially the tiny little pieces, like that little bag, I did have to cut down the dots, and that was totally fine. And I did layer some of the like cut apart dots and stuff to further build up the dimension because I wanted, I don't know, the foam tape, it gives a lot of dimension, but I didn't want the images inside of the circles to be totally flat, but I also didn't want them to be as high as the glitter cardstock layer, right? So I did layer up some of the adhesive dots, like I said. It worked out great. Some of you guys have gotten the adhesive dots and some Happy Mails and stuff, so this is one way that you can use them. Use them to build dimension, and it works amazing. And it gives just a hint of dimension, so they would be totally perfect for flat mail too. But you can see I'm just going crazy. I'm filling up all my little circle frames with all my little spooky friends. I think it's so much fun, right? And then of course I had to add on some jemmies, so I'm adding 3 different sizes of orange jemmies in here, just kind of tucking them in where I think they make sense. I am kind of scooching them underneath some of the layers, which is fun and adds to the whole visual dimension look. And then lastly, it's time to put the card front on the card base. So my go-to for that is always Tombow Extreme. And this card is just about done. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it inspired you to create your own Galloween cards. That is our challenge this week over in the club Facebook group. So get your Galloween cards on, share them in the club, and I will see you guys over there. Bye!